Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shelby TV Sports Special. I'm Tim Meyer along with Pat Cavanaugh. Tonight we're at Barney Swineherd Field here in Utica for a varsity high school football contest between the Anse Creuse North Crusaders and the Eisenhower Eagles. And Pat, the Crusaders only 1-4 come into Barney Swineherd to take on the Mighty Eagles. Tell us a little bit about the Anse Creuse North Crusaders.
Crusaders started out with a really tough go, losing their first 4 games. They did come off a victory versus their in-district rival Anse Creuse last week. That's obviously a big victory for them for confidence purposes. Talked to Coach Kiner before the game on the field, and he's very excited. He said the Eagles are a very easy team to get up for. They're super excited to be out here today. You know, they're looking forward to playing disciplined assignment football. And we're going to see a lot of up-tempo from their offense, and they have a lot of good skill position kids led by Blake Daniels, quarterback, who's getting a lot of attention from the colleges, along with Miles McHaney, who's actually
we're going to send it down to Nick Buckler down in the field. Nick, what do you got for us?
Well, guys, both teams, like Pat mentioned, are coming off wins. Last week, Eisenhower really flexed their muscle at Romeo, winning 34-0. And after that win, they earned themselves the #1 ranking in the state. So it's going to be interesting how they come out today against a lesser opponent, LCN, who's just 1-4, although they did pick up their first win of the year last week against Anse Creuse. And if you remember back to last year's game, it was a rainy day, which it was a little bit rainy a little bit earlier for pregame warmups, but it looks like the clouds are gone. But Eisenhower went into LCN and got that win 70-6 en route to obviously what happened down the stretch. They end up meeting again in the playoffs, and then Eisenhower ended up going to the semifinals. So this could be a big game for both teams. Eisenhower's going to have to get off to a quick start, though, and not really let this game get too close.
Well, we're going to be back with more football right here on Shelby TV after this. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shelby TV Sports Special. Tim Meyer along with Pat Cavanaugh. We're here at Barney Swineherd for a varsity football contest between the Eisenhower Eagles and the Anse Creuse North Crusaders. And Pat, the Crusaders won their first game last week.
They sure did. In-district rival Anse Creuse. They're going to really have to play a tough discipline assignment football game today. No mistakes. Last week, there was 17 combined penalties in the first half, 8 of them which were personal fouls, and Coach Kiner and his squad knows they need to play disciplined, mistake-free football in order to compete with the Eisenhower Eagles tonight.
Well, Assad Haidar will kick off for the Eagles. The Anse Creuse Crusader numbers are a little difficult to see in the front, so bear with us here. We'll get it. Nope. Taken there by number 11, Julius Stoudemire. And Julius got up to about the 15, and he's Henry Janeway down there with number 44 for the Eisenhower Eagles, and that is Lance Humpert. So Eisenhower pitching a shutout last week against Romeo on defense after giving up 49 points to Chippewa Valley the week before. A little bit defensive practice, and we'll see if they can continue that defensive momentum against Blake Daniels and the powerful Crusader offense. Nope, we look like we got a penalty right off the bat. Illegal procedure against the Crusaders, and that's not what you wanted.
Yeah, as I mentioned at the onset, 17 combined penalties in the first half, 8 personal fouls. They got to play sharp tonight.
I'll give off is to Darius Turner. Yeah, he goes up the middle, up the gut of the Eisenhower Eagles, gets some good yardage.
That's number 2, Decker, filling the gap really well. Really instinctive backer. Notice the up-tempo. Here comes Decker here filling an A gap. Great tackle, brings his pads with him. Notice the up-tempo offense by the Crusaders, no huddle.
Daniels back to throw a little quick shot. Got his man out there, it's caught. And tackle out there by Decker again. That was number 2, Juan Lockhart. I'm sorry, number 9, Griffin Woodson.
And it looks like Watke here in the hook to curl zone slips. And Decker's got to clean it up.
Canelli over there too from his defensive safety spot.
4 wide look from the Crusaders in that pistol look. They're going to look to spread the ball out as much as they can.
Eagles shift on the line. And it looks like Ryan Belts jumped there for Eisenhower. No.
Dead ball foul, illegal procedure by the offense.
So he was drawn off. Legal procedure. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Crusaders, just underway here. No score. First possession for the Crusaders. Daniels overlooking the Eagle defense.
Eagles in their base 4-3 cover 2 look. Daniels doesn't seem to know what he wants to call here.
I think what he's waiting for is the official to get a count going. I think they feel that as long as they're in offense, they want to hold that ball as long as they can. Turner gets a bit of a run up there to about the 23-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
Let's take a look at Turner here. He's a quick little back. Had a touchdown last week. Pretty shifty. He's going to need to have all his moves tonight in order to be successful. Not a real big guy there, 39.
That's probably what Daniel's doing. He's waiting for the official to start getting the count, and then he'll get it rolling. Try to run off as much clock without the Eagle offense having the football. Out there in the flats, caught out there, and a nice tackle by Fantazzo. And caught out there by Brandon Orinsky. And Fantazzo read it all the way and closed quickly.
Excellent read here by Fantazzo. They brought trips to the defensive right. Comes up on it real nicely. Good form tackle. Look at him wrap up. Excellent job. The Crusaders like to do a lot of screens, a lot of bubble screens to get the ball to guys out in space. Coach Kiner has emphasized they have great skilled players. One of them we're seeing here at the bottom of the screen, Miles McHaney. Big target, 6'5", about 200 pounds, committed to Youngstown State just this week.
3rd down and 12, ball on the 23. Daniel's going to take off. Now he's going to fire down, misses his man that was intended there for number 39, Turner, and he's shoved by Metz before he can even have a chance. The ball was overthrown. It'll be 4th down. The Crusaders are going to punt now with 8:55 left to play in the first quarter with no score. Jack Morris will go deep in punt formation. Are the Crusaders. Morris is the deep man for Eisenhower. A good kicker here. Supposedly, that's what we hear. Eagles are coming. I don't know how they missed it. The ball is going to go out of bounds inside Eisenhower territory at the 46-yard line, where the Eagles will start out in their first offensive series.
Eagles are going to look to pick up where they left off last week versus the Bulldogs, where they won 34-0. Max Whitwer continues to be efficient. Was 9 for 14, and Caleb Oyster had 113 yards on the ground. So their versatility of balance of run and pass will be on full display again tonight.
And this offensive line has really come together. Doherty and Wardwell, Sanavicchia, Schmidt, Petkoff. Morris ran into a brick wall there. He'll lose a couple of yards.
Some good penetration by the Crusader defensive line right there. Definitely read that
loss
well.
of 4.
Crusader showing a 5-2 defensive look. Looks like a cover 4.
Whitwer, he takes off, and he's going to be tackled after a gain of maybe a yard by Jake Toko. It's going to be 3rd and long.
One of the players we've spotlighted earlier is Miles McCaney. He's a hybrid. He plays an outside linebacker safety. Right now he's at a free safety look, number 4.
Now the ball's all over the place. Whitwer's got it. It's going to be 4th down. And not the kind of offensive series the Eagles were looking for. He loses a ton of yardage all the way back to his own 31-yard line. Not quite sure what was going to happen there.
Looks like the snap was a little high, hit his hands, but was a little bit high, and there was some jet motion coming across while the snap was going. Looked like they might have wanted to do a play action look.
Kennelly with a punt, a little bit of a knuckler going down there. It's going to take a Anse Creuse north bounce and picked up by Henry Janeway. Right there, looks like at the 40-yard line. That's where 35-yard line. That's where Anse Creuse will start their second series, and we'll see if they can have a little more success. They obviously didn't do very well the first series, so this looks like a defensive struggle.
Thus far, yeah. We'll watch it film on the Crusaders. They very much will be up-tempo, 3-4 wides almost every down, and we got 3 wides to the offensive left here.
Daniel back to throw, looking. Got a man. Oh, and it's almost picked off in and out of the hands of the number 2, Juan Lockhart. Very much a bullet here by Mr. Daniel.
Yeah, Daniels is getting looks, as I mentioned, the onset by Northwood. Had a lot of interest over the summer from some Division I schools, but he's a big kid with a nice strong arm, and we got a chance to see his velocity there.
Eagles going to blitz, leaves Turner a wide open middle. Decker blitzed, and there's nobody to fill the gap. And Turner looks like he's close to a first down, and he's going to get it.
Some nice blocking up front by the Crusaders, and as you mentioned, Tim, Decker took a blitz through the A-gap, but it was the other A-gap, not the gap that the ball carrier and the design play was going through.
First down, Crusaders. Ball on their own 45-yard line, 6:30 left to play here in the first quarter. No score, but the Crusaders moving the football here. They got a timeout. Blake Daniels wasn't quite getting the clear signal from the sidelines, so Coach Kiner felt probably best to call timeout and talk about it, and you know, you can't blame him for that.
No, he's going to be very strategic. They are huddling up, and as they break out of the huddle, the coaches are taking a look at the defense, seeing what look they're going to get, making adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Eisenhower Eagles will show a couple different looks. Their base look is a 4-3, 4-down linemen, 3 linebackers, and their corners will play in a flat as a cover 2 look with 2 safeties high. But they will also bring in a nickel package where they'll have 5 defensive backs, and they may be going more to that today with the 4 or 5 wide receivers from the Crusaders.
It looked like we had rain a little earlier, but you see the sun set here, and it looks like pretty clear skies, and we probably shouldn't have a threat of rain tonight. So here we go, 1st and 10. Ball in the 45. Daniel to Turner. He's got it. He races up the middle, and only an arm tackle by Ben Metz stops him, and he's all the way up to the 43-yard line.
Turner really hits that hole hard, and Ben Metz might have just had a touchdown-saving tackle there. Again, the Crusaders spreading the field out with those 4 wide looks. And at this point, they're really establishing the run up the middle with the speedy Darius Turner, number 39, who again had a touchdown last week versus Anse Creuse.
1st and 10 on the Eisenhower 43. Daniels gives to Turner. This time the Eagles stack up the middle. Decker with Janeway in there. Loss of a yard.
Crusaders definitely trying to eat up a lot of clock. We're closing in on 5 minutes left to go in this quarter. And down here at the bottom of the screen is Miles McHaney. Big, tall target. He's singled up right now by Fantauza, but we got Ben Metz in the deep half over top.
Daniels looking. We go to the side. In and out of the hands. Looks like Lockhart out there.
Just a deep out right there. They're trying to go right there to the receiver on the right. Looked like number 2, Jake Toko. Excuse me, that was not Toko.
It's Juan Lockhart.
Lockhart.
There we go, 3rd down and 12. Ball on the 40, just inside the Eisenhower 45. Daniels, nobody in the backfield. 3 receivers out. Back to throw. In trouble, being chased. Janeway's got him. Throws intercepted. Lacricchio. He takes off down to the 30, and only a tackle by big number 78, Brandon Taylor, keeps him from scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, this is what happens when they go 5 wides. There's not a back in the backfield to help out, and Janeway does a great job. Here it is, no back look. Janeway just does an outstanding job of getting at the passer there.
You think he tried to do too much there?
Sure did. Didn't have a whole lot of time.
Daniels, yeah. So the Eisenhower Eagles catch a break here. Defense gives them a turnover, and they are 1st and 10 from the Anse Creuse North 30-yard line.
Let's see if the Eagles go deep here. That's has been something they like to do after a turnover, change of possession, go deep.
To Whitwer. Pitches to Oyster over the 30 to the 25, cuts it to the 20 to the 15, and finally knocked out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
Excellent blocking on the edge by Buhaidar, number 1. Does a great job of blocking the corner there, freeing up Oyster. Unfortunately, Oyster looks like he's got up gingerly, and he's holding his ankle.
That looks like it. That's not going to be a good thing for Eisenhower. Let's take a look at that turnover of Anse Creuse and North from a different angle here. You see Daniels, I don't know what he was looking at. He thought he could probably get it out to the right side. The big paws of Henry Janeway got him, and Lacricchio just jotting on the spot.
It's a great example of the defense hustling to the football, constantly pursuing the quarterback, and that goes back to the coaching of defensive coordinator Coach Brzezinski. And one thing we'll notice here on the broadcast is anytime we watch plays, you'll see 11 helmets to the football, and that's a huge testament to the coaching. And we hear a round of applause as Oyster is walking off the field on his own. That's a really good sign.
Looks like that ankle got a little twisted, and he's trying to walk it off, but we will see.
Oyster is a huge part of this offense. 3 touchdowns last week, 14 carries for 113 yards, about 8 yards a carry. And
Michael Bush is in for Oyster at the tailback spot. Morris in motion. The give us to Bush. Goes to the 5. And we got a flag. I don't know what that's about.
thrown in the direction of Ben Metz, number 39, who from up here was doing an outstanding job of blocking downfield, as he normally does, but it looks like they potentially may have gotten him on a hold.
I have a hold, 61 blue.
That's going to be on Zach Petkoff, number 61. Well, that's going to move the Eagles back. Let's see where they put him now. They put him at the no, it's from the spot. It's spot of the foul. So Eisenhower got a yard. See 61.
Doing a great job there. Double team with 67 Schmidt. It's hard to tell. It looked like his hands were inside, but
the Crusaders they're gonna give it back on a offside penalty
by the defense.
Yep, that's what it is. Be 5 more yards tacked on there for Eisenhower. It remains first down and about 4 for Ike. 4:35 left to play here in the first quarter.
Eagles showing trips to the field here. Stretching the linebackers out. They're having a kick out to the trips. They're going to go backside.
Whitwer fires in the end zone. It's caught there. Touchdown, Eisenhower.
Great call right there. Excellent execution. They brought trips to the offensive right. Forced the Crusader defense to have to flex out some players, which led Ben Metz to be all alone, single coverage, nice comeback route. That throw was right on the money. Outstanding protection, outstanding throw there by Whitwer. And they're up 6-0 here with the extra point to follow.
Saad Buhaidar on to kick the extra point, and the touchdown recipient, Ben Metz, will hold for him. Now what do we got here? The referee placing the ball down. Okay, we're ready. Buhaidar's kick is good, and with 4:30 left to play here in the first quarter, the Eagles lead it 7-0.
Let's take a look here at the replay. Comeback route to Ben Metz there. Excellent job.
Nick Buckler's down on the field. Did you see that touchdown, Nick?
Yeah, I kind of saw it from afar. It looked like Metz just kind of got open just from a quick corner route and to that front pylon, and Whitwer just threw to the open field, and Metz knew exactly what to do. They must practice that play a lot during the week, so obviously Whitwer is in the conversation for Mr. Football in Michigan, and he's showing it on that second drive, really a result of that early turnover from LCN. When it looked like Eisenhower was struggling with them just a little bit, that could be the turnover they needed to run away with this one.
Well, thanks, Nick. And Eagles getting ready to kick off here. See if Mr. Buhaidar will be able to kick it deep.
Buhaidar had a nice performance last week in the kicking game with a 38 and a 41-yard field goal versus the Bulldogs. That's a huge asset when you have a kicker like that.
This one not quite as deep, a little shorter. Handled there at the 10. That's number 11 for the Crusaders, Stoudemire. He'll get it up to the 25, and that's where the Crusaders will take over. 1st and 10 from their 25. And we see Caleb Oyster down there on the sidelines getting retaped, getting that ankle retaped. Something didn't feel right. Going to retape that, and maybe Nick can go on over there and see what's going on with Oyster. He's a big part of that Eisenhower Eagle running game. There we go, 1st and 10, Crusaders. Give us to Turner. He is trying to get away, but not. Lacricchio had his hands on his feet and would not let him go.
42 does a great job inside. Lacricchio is outstanding player there on the interior line as a D tackle. He's got a great grip here as he holds on tight.
Everybody else come in.
Decker coming in.
Couple yards for Turner. It'll be 2nd down and 8 from the 27-yard line. Little quick bubble screen. It's out there, and Morris reads it perfectly.
Morris in great position there. Both him and Fantalzo have done a nice job on those bubble screens of coming up. Let's take a look here at the replay. We get run action, bubble screen. Morris just does an outstanding job of fighting the block from number 1, Chris Williams.
There's Caleb Oyster. Oh,
Looks like it might be his big toe that's causing the problem there.
maybe he got a little turfy toe. I never experienced that. 3rd and 11 for the Crusaders on their own 24. Daniel's now ready to go. Oh, gets by him. Bounces around to the 5. He covers it at the 5. Call it the 6-yard line, and that's going to move the Crusaders way back, and they're going to have to punt out of their own end zone.
Mistakes like these cannot happen for the Crusaders in order to compete in a game like tonight versus the Eagles. Not only is it to put him back, but it's going to provide the Eagles with great field position here, as the Crusader punter is about 8 yards deep in the end zone.
Eagles coming. He gets a wobbly kick, bounces at the 25, gets a good Crusader bounce. Got up and out of bounds at the 35, but again, great field position for the Eisenhower Eagles. 1st and 10 from their own 35.
And the first 10 minutes of this game has been spent on this side of the field in favor of the Eagles. And they're going to look for another quick strike here to try and go up 2 scores. There's a shot at the big boys up front for the Eagles. Have been a wonderful cohesive unit, protecting number 7, creating holes for Oyster and Morris and company. That's a group that doesn't get enough recognition, but they are an outstanding, solid offensive line group.
So Whitwer again with Bush in the backfield. Back to throw, looking deep. Got Buhaidar out there. He caught it. Touchdown, Eisenhower.
Great play action there. They had Morris going over the middle, which brought the safety to the middle of the field. Kennelly ran a shorter route, which led Buhaidar to slip just inside the cornerback. Terrific execution. Drew it up perfectly.
Nice toss by Max as he floated it right where it had to go.
The shot of Coach DeGiorgio congratulating his quarterback.
Here's Buhaidar on for the extra point. Snap, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 2:08 left to play in the first quarter, the Eisenhower Eagles lead it 14-0. And see a little replay here.
There's a little option action to the right. Nice touch pass. Right on the money to Buhaidar.
35 yards on that touchdown pass, and that is Max Whitwer's 2nd touchdown pass of the night. This one, a beauty at 35 yards to Assad Buhaidar.
Secondaries for the Crusaders might want to consider playing with some more depth when you have situations like that. Eagles are known to stretch the field with a seam or a post route. That's exactly what they did right there.
There's the Eisenhower band playing a fight song, doing a great job again this year. Fantastic. You know, a lot of people don't even leave at halftime, but the Eisenhower band is so good.
Yeah, band director Chris Traskell, 155 strong within that band.
That's a lot of folks.
A lot of attention to detail, a lot of practice, a lot of behind-the-scenes work that goes alongside this football game. We got an onside kick.
And it was close. Minnie down there along with Bush. So D'Aristotle was trying to touch one up there and try to get a little onside kick action. The Crusaders recover it, though. They have excellent field position at their own 45. And Blake Daniels now looking at the sidelines. He sees the defense. He's going to move Turner over right next to him. Again, bubble screen again. Morris is there, but so is Watke, who makes the tackle. Morris looked like he got a little shove in the back, but Watke cleaned it up. Nick, what do you got for us?
Well, I got an update on Caleb Oyster. It looks like he jammed that big toe on his right foot. He was getting wrapped up. We saw that. He's going to test it on the sideline, and he is expected to come back into this game at least to see how it feels. There's some pain shooting up the top of his foot as well. So when things are going good right now for Eisenhower, they seem to be getting a little bit better. They're going to get their running back in this game.
2nd down and 10 for the Crusaders. That's good news for Eisenhower fans. Daniels, good quick snap. Going to fire out deep. Got a man over there. McHaney can't come up with it. Miles Hanley can't come up with that football. Fantauzo on the coverage. It'll be 3rd down.
Let's take a look here. They're trying to do a hole shot, throwing the ball in between the safety and the corner.
McHanley can't handle it. That's a tongue twister.
Got trips again here to the right. They've been throwing a lot of bubble screens to the number 3 receiver who's closest to the quarterback.
Daniel back to throw. He's in trouble. Now you're going to scramble out of it. You're going to run. Morris is there, tackles him out of bounds. Where are they going to mark him? It's important. Looks like the 49 of Eisenhower. It'll be about 4 yards for a 1st down. Looks like the punter, Ryan Gleig, is coming out there for Lance Creuse. That's what it's going to be. Fantauzo is going to go deep for Eisenhower.
Real short kick. Eagles got to get out of there.
Bounces sideways and finally down there by Lance Creuse North. That's number 10 downing that football, Joshua Davis. Just under a minute to go. The Eagles will have the football again at their own 32, let's call it the 32-yard line.
There's a shot of Coach Giorgio with his offensive unit, giving some words before they break the huddle and head to the line of scrimmage. It's a high-powered, versatile offense.
Here come the Eagles. 59.2 seconds left to play here in the 1st. Wide in motion. Fake to Bush. He's got Morris over the middle. And that pass was a little high. Broken up there by number 25, Palig.
Eagles are trying to hit that seam route over the middle. Whitwer's pass was more on a line, trying to hit him right on the spot versus the touch pass where he would more throw him open. Let's take a look here. Play action. Putting it right on the line. Not a bad throw. Just a tough window to get it in, and the safety was
Calvin
across.
Johnson type receiver catches that one right. Yeah, so, poor Morris, he stretched out about as much as he could stretch. I'll give us to Bush. Powers forward. We got a flag here. Let's see what that's all about. Usually that's holding. Let's see here what the referee tells us. Oh, there's a face mask against the Crusaders, so that's going to move the ball forward. Let's see how far they're going to get it. It's a 5-yard face mask, so not a major deal. 2nd and 5, though. Ball is now up to the 38-yard line. Morris in motion again. Now Toko jumps offside, I believe. I believe that's going to be another 5 yard.
Red ball foul. Encroachment by the defense.
Yeah, the Crusaders with another penalty. This is a sign of how penalties can hurt you. They would have had probably 3rd and 8. And now they have 2 penalties that lead the Eagles to 1st and 10.
First down for Eisenhower, ball on their own 43. 40 seconds and counting left to play here in the first quarter. Whitwer looking, he's going to go deep for Kennelly, and he needed another tick. One more tick, and Kennelly probably would have caught up to that ball. So Whitwer's airing it out tonight, man.
Sure is. Had an out route, and then Kennelly on the deep go. Just one more step and would have had the catch.
2nd down and 10 for Eisenhower. They're on their own 43. They lead at 14-0 with 32 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Whitwer dropping back. Fire to the sideline. Kennelly's got that. Right away tackled by the Crusaders, number 21, Austin Cruel.
Good call here. The corner on the defensive left is bailing, opening up his hips, and Kennelly just drops the out route right there. Nice throw.
And that's going to be all for the first quarter of play. I don't believe Eisenhower's going to get another playoff. Maybe they are. Hold on. Only 2 seconds left. They're not going to get another playoff. And that's the end of the first quarter with a score. The Eisenhower Eagles 14, the Anse Creuse North Crusaders nothing. We'll be back with more football after this.
15 years, and Esplendito Mexican Restaurant is still known for its great tasting, quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendito Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Meyer along with Pat Cavanaugh. We've had 1 quarter of football played here. You see out for Eisenhower, Caleb Oyster right now. They're gonna rest him if they don't need him. Got a little toe problem there, as our Nick Buckler pointed out. So here are the Eagles, 3rd down and 3. Ball on the 49 of the Crusaders. Morris comes in motion. Now he sets. And here comes Whitwer. Oh, he makes a nice cut to the 40. Down to the 35, and all the way to the 31-yard line goes Max Whitwer, and what a cut he made at the line of scrimmage.
Excellent job by number 7 there. He has terrific patience when he's running the option here. Take a look at it. He's going to his left. That cut right there. Sees that he needs to cut it to the outside, and he does so. He does a great job in space, following his blockers. What balance he has as a runner and a thrower.
So here we go, 1st and 10, Eisenhower knocking on the door again at the Crusader 31-yard line. And Whitwer, fake to Bush. He's got a wide open middle. And just a leg-saving tackle by Logan Simons. Otherwise, Max may have split it up the middle. He got 5 yards on the play. 2nd down and 5 for Eisenhower.
This is down here, 2nd and 5. Don't be surprised to see them go deep. This is likely going to be 4-down territory for the Eagles. It's a pretty good situation here with 2nd and 5 to go ahead and throw it deep. Heider's got a lot of space over there as a slot in the right.
Yeah, we'll see. Eagles. Victor Bush. He's got a wide open Heider. Touchdown. Oh, no. He dropped it. He caught me. He fooled me. Heider does not drop footballs.
He's going to wish he could have that play back.
No, you called that because you saw that. You know, he was there. Nobody was really.
There it is, a little play action to the right. Max steps up, does a nice job. Heider's right there, but oh yeah.
He too wide open. 3rd and 5 for Ike. Ball on the 26 of the Crusaders. Back to throw is Whitwer. Going to fire on an out pass. Caught by Heider this time to the 20. Makes a move to the 15 and finally tackled out of bounds there by the Crusaders, number 9, Griffin Woodson, well as Simons, the 56.
Nice senior leadership by Whitwer. The guy who drops the ball, he goes right back to him on the deep out. That's one way for him to forget that drop, is to get him the ball again.
First
Nice.
and 10. Eisenhower at the 14.
Nice pitch and catch there by the 7-1 duo. Look at Jack Morris over the middle here.
Fakes it to him. Still, oh, Whitmer's going to take off. He's got a wide open path to the end zone. Touchdown, Eisenhower.
Max does a nice job of going through the progression here. He wanted to hit Morris over the middle. The safety came over to cover Morris. He tucked it and run to the left. Knew he had daylight, and his speed allows him to get there and put another 6 points on the board.
So a 14-yard touchdown scamper. Buhaidar on for the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 10:48 left to play in the second quarter, the Eisenhower Eagles go up 21-0.
Take a look here. Max wanted to go to the middle. Nice pump fake. He's got some good blocking on the edge. Uses his speed. Gets right inside the pylon. Excellent leadership by the senior signal caller.
The Eisenhower Eagles jumping on the Crusaders here. A couple mistakes by Anse Creuse North, and it has not been pretty. Eagles taking advantage of good field position.
Eagles continue to have great home crowds here. Great thing about the crowds, too, is they stick around regardless of the score. They are a faithful group of fans.
And Eisenhower's had pretty good scores the last year and a half, only losing one game, and that was in the playoffs last year. So Buhaidar's back kicking off now. In fact, Turner's back there, number 39, and Stoudemire, number 11. See what he tries to do here. It's a line drive kick. Turner's got it. To the 10, to the 15. Oh!
Lachurko.
Lachurko with a nice tackle. Special team tackle there.
Lachurko does an excellent job on kickoff. He is positioned right next to the football, what many call the headhunter, and his job is to get right down the field, and he came in unblocked.
I can do those. I had 2 or 3 of them.
Unblocked to make the tackle. And there he goes, next play to be on the defensive line as a defensive tackle. Both him and Minnie are on the kickoff team along with Janeway.
So first and 10, Anse Creuse North are at their own 20-yard line. Daniel's going to give to Turner. Comes up the middle. He's hit once, bounces off, but then right into the arms of number 88, Henry Janeway. And down he'll go.
Antonio Gray, defensive tackles, checking in the game.
You're going to
give Alex Schmidt a little break. He's a two-way player, Alex Schmidt.
Antonio, they're going to put him next to Ryan Belts to try to plug a little bit of that middle. And give Schmidt a little bit of a breather.
Crusaders going with an interesting approach here on offense. They are huddling up and then coming to the line of scrimmage and then making an additional adjustment.
They're going to get a penalty for delay of game. They're going to call timeout. 9:52 left to play in the second quarter. Eisenhower leads at 21-0. And they're going to, Anse Creuse North going to talk about this and trying to figure out a way, I believe, to stretch this game, or not stretch the game, but to make it go quick. I'd like to remind you folks, after this game here tonight against Anse Creuse North, the Stevenson Titans come in town. The arch rival Stevenson Titan, longtime arch rival for Eisenhower. As they'll be here October 6th to take down the Eagles. And the last 2 games for Eisenhower are on the road. one against Warren Mott, and the finale at Runklefield, right outside of Stevenson High School, against the Henry Ford II Falcons, which may, I'm not sure, have playoff implications for Henry Ford II.
The way the Eagles are playing this year, though, this will next week will not be the last home game. We can expect, if they continue their path, to have home field advantage to the first couple games of the playoffs.
2nd down and 7 for L'Anse Creuse North. Again, the give is to Turner. He tries again up the middle. Minnie is there. They stack him up. He probably got about a yard, and Belt's got him, and so Antonio Gray in there. Also, number 22. Doing a good job. 3rd down and 5. Right on the 25-yard line of the Crusaders. And they've got trips down at the bottom of your screen. Backing off is Daniel a little bit. Back to throw. A fire there. He's got his man caught out there. And I don't know, did he get the first? Yeah, they're going to get his forward progress. That was number 23, Brandon Aprinsky. And he had a first down. I think he was surprised he was so wide open.
Yeah, but Aprinsky almost lost the first down by trying to make a move to cut back. That was just a trip. Nice curl pass there. Good delivery, good accuracy by Daniels.
So 1st and 10, Crusaders, they got the ball up to their own 32-yard line. On the sideline, that ball not handled. I don't know. I've seen a lot of guys juggling the ball. That was Lockhart there, but a lot of guys juggling the ball, can't hold on to the ball. I think Blake Daniel throws a pretty nice ball, doesn't he?
Yep. You're right, though, Tim. There has been miscues
maybe
by this Crusader team.
Maybe it was Fantazzo in there that kind of, he had an eye on him.
He may have heard the footsteps of Fantazzo.
So 2nd down and 10, ball on the 32.
Looks like they got an extra player on the field here.
Not for long. McHanley going to go out? No.
They're going to have to get.
Well. Oh, it looks like they're okay. Yeah.
Yep, 3 receivers to the defensive right.
Decker fakes a blitz. Daniel going back. He's going to pump it, throw it there to Turner. He's got it. Breaks a tackle down inside Eisenhower territory over the 50. Finally stopped by Kennelly. Good scramble by Daniel. He found Turner. And now the Crusaders are threatening.
Daniels does a nice job of stepping up in the pocket. And Turner does a good job of being available and turning back.
And we go down the field, and Nick Buckler, he's got something for us. What do you got, Nick?
Well, you guys were talking about the juggled footballs, and that could be a little bit about the temperature out here. It's a good 35 degrees colder than it was last week. And the game, if you remember, got delayed, the game at Romeo, a half hour due to the heat index. That's not the problem here tonight. Now the guys' hands could be getting a little bit chilly and cold, and that could cause the stone hands plays and the drop balls. But I guess only time will tell as it only gets colder tonight. The overnight lows are going to be in the high 40s, so it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out.
I know you got your long underwear on there working at sidelines, Nick. So.
Of course, I wore them just for you, Tim.
Hope they're Eisenhower blue. Couple yards for Turner on 1st down, and to the Eisenhower 44, 2nd and 8 for the Crusaders. Daniel, last minute, so you better hurry up. Now you're going to get a penalty. That was on the coach. I think you saw.
Late game offense.
Yeah, you saw kind of, he knew it. It was his fault. He kept changing his mind. And poor Blake. Now he's going to just go over and talk to him and get it.
Eagle defense are doing what they do best in their 4-3 look. Drake Minnie is sliding out of those 3 receivers. Nice thing for Minnie, he's a really athletic kid and can cover and tackle, and that's a terrific asset for a defense. He's almost playing like a strong safety right now with 2 defensive backs in their halves.
Short pass out there, and he's going to have to make the tackle. Closes quickly. Minnie does. To Oprinsky. See Minnie. Solid open field tackle.
Great job of getting out of his back pedal, driving forward to make that tackle. Good finish by Minnie.
3rd and 5 on the 41 of Eisenhower for Lance Creuse North. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What do we got? Illegal procedure against the Crusaders.
Procedure by the offense.
That's going to back him. Now that's going to make it 3rd and 10 from the Eagle 46. So a little bit advantage there for Dave Brzezinski and his Eagle defense.
Coach Brzezinski does a terrific job on that defensive unit. Very sound, disciplined football team, and 11 hats are always getting to the football.
Daniel's being rushed. Almost caught back there. Now he's over the line of scrimmage. He's going to try to make it himself. Kind of funky little half slide or what he was doing there. Minnie come up there and cut him down, but it's now 4th down and 2. You see here, this is it looked like he.
Yeah, it looks like he wanted to slide and dive at the same time, and he didn't know what he wanted to do.
It was a half-C.
The Eagles are going to think about this with a 4th and 2. It's a really big down for both teams here.
Yeah, they're calling it 4th and 2, but really probably about 1.5 yards for the Crusaders. This is their deepest penetration into Eisenhower territory, and the best chance that they have to so far in this game to put some points on the board. If they can get this first down, the Eagles have other ideas. They'd like to take the football from Lance Creuse North.
Crusaders have been having a quick hitter with Darius Turner up the middle, spreading the field, but their main run play has been that dive right up the middle, but we may not see that at this point. Oh, no, we are going to see Turner in the backfield.
No, he had it. Now he's going to put him right behind him. They give us to Turner. Forward he goes. Did he make it? See where they mark it. We may be looking at a measurement here. Minnie was in there. Chirko, see, you gonna measure it or no? He thinks you think they got it?
Oh, yep, they're gonna call their measurement here.
Boy, it is close. It's a lot closer than I thought it was. I thought they might have had it, but now that I look over there on the sidelines, might have it by a credit card. No, they got to buy a good half of the football. First down, Crusaders. Moved it all the way up to the Eisenhower 36-yard line. Lockhart, no, Prinsky going to change spots.
Watkey's over here as a left backer, splitting the difference between the second and third receiver.
Danny, go back. You're going to fire it out there. Watkey's there. Got blocked out by Oprinsky. Nice block by Oprinsky. And finally, Decker's got him and take him out of bounds, but not before the Crusaders get another first down. They're down to the Eisenhower 28-yard line.
Watch Morris come up here and make the tackle. Actually takes his shoe off, but Lockhart's able to get out of it. running with one shoe on there.
That's an old
And
trick.
Decker.
The
Good
old
hustle.
shoe trick.
We have not called Miles McHaney's name much at all tonight. He's split out as the far receiver.
That McCanley. There's a give to Turner, going to go up the middle. Grabbed there and finally knocked down. Belts had him initially, but Turner falls forward for about 3 yards. It'd be 2nd down and 7. So make it 2nd down and 7. Just under 5 minutes left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Ike leads at 21-0, but the Crusaders are threatening here. They're at the Eagle 20. Daniel back to throw, fires out in the flat. It's caught out there, but right away, down goes Lockhart.
Fantazzo sniffed that one out. He knew it was coming. That bubble screen pass takes a while to develop. It's a longer throw. Gives Fantazzo time to break up, and Jake Minnie's coming up as well.
3rd down and 6. Well, now they mark it at the 20.
The Eagle cornerbacks have done a nice job of fighting off the blocks of the wide receivers on those screen passes and putting themselves in position to make the tackle. When that happens, it really can take away the bubble screen game and force the Crusaders to throw the ball downfield.
Blitz coming. Decker gets through there. Turner had it knocked out of his hands by Henry Janeway. And Fantazzo also over there. It'll be 4th and 6 for the Crusaders.
Janeway, the Army commit, comes up here nicely. He's dropping off in coverage.
Turner could not hold on to it, and he got rocked a little bit, and he's on the sidelines.
Janeway's a big boy, 6'5", 220, 225, depending on what the team dinner was today. And he's a fierce defender. Had a great game last week versus the Bulldogs, created a lot of havoc for the Romeo quarterback, and he continues to play at a high level with a great motor.
Well, it was a big crowd tonight. Even the end zone seats are almost full there. We're going to have the dance team. They've worked with some young girls there that on a routine, and those girls are going to go out there. You see them right there. They're going to go out there and have some fun and do some dancing at halftime.
That's really what Friday Night Lights is all about, bringing the community in, having various groups being able to attend a football game like this. You have the cheer team, the dance team, the band. Great crowd here at Swineherd Field.
Now they're still working on Turner on the side. He's off the field, but they don't want to start a play in the event that it comes over there. And the guy's already hurt, and he gets a big pile on. But Nick Buckler, where are you? You down the field somewhere? Let's go down to Nick Buckler.
Yeah, Tim, I'm here on the Eisenhower sideline, but I just want to talk about this 4th down coming up, 4th and 6 for LCN. This will be a big play in this game, and really what Coach Kiner wants to do, if he wants to try to take the points and get 3, an attempt what would roughly be almost a 40-yard field goal, which their kicker was kicking in warm-ups with ease, or if they elect to go for it and try to extend this drive that they've had, it's been a pretty good one, and see what they want to do heading into halftime and see what kind of momentum they're going to get moving forward. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach has up his sleeve. They had a lot of extra time to think about it with this injury to Turner as he makes his way back to the sideline.
Thank you, Nick. And here it is, 4th and, yeah, it looks longer than 6. I think it's probably 4th and 7, really. It's like Mike Miles is in the backfield, number 15. Replacing Turner. Now he's going to split out to the side. Daniel's going to run for it, pushes it ahead. It's incomplete. It'll be Eisenhower football. Well, no, he was almost past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he tried the Brett Favre shovel pass look there, and he looked like from up here that he was going to be able to run for the first down, but the speed of number 2, Alex Decker, let's take a look here. Daniel's working through his progression, steps up out of the right of our screen. Let's see Decker flying in like a lightning bolt. Excellent job there by number 2, the senior inside linebacker.
So with 3:28 left to go in the half, the Eisenhower Eagles will take over on their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Great look at the big boys up front, making their way to the line of scrimmage. That's an intimidating group of offensive linemen led by 3-year starter left tackle Darian Doherty.
Michael Bush remains the running back. He's with Max Whitwer in the backfield. Fake to Bush. Fire and there's Jack Morris. He's got it at the 40. Makes a move to the 45, to the 50. Stays on his feet. He's inside Anse Creuse North territory to the 47.
We all may be saying that was a great pass and great catch, but the boys up front do a great job of protecting Max Whitwer. Look at all the time he has here, and he's able to work through his progressions and make a nice pass right there to Morris. And this is where Morris is special here in space. Loves being in the open field. He's got a lot of balance, and it's not an easy guy to take down.
He's got those crazy legs. Now he's in motion. Fake to Bush. Oh, Whitwer wide open there. The 40 down to the 37-yard line goes Max Whitwer. Close to a first down. They going to give it to him? Yeah. It is a first down. 10-yard run by Max.
Good decision by Whitwer to keep it here. Defensive player had taken Morris as the pitchback, which provided him the seam to cut up the field. And get a nice gain there.
Dominic Schrock there. He kind of faked number 24. 1st and 10 on the 37. Whitwer going to give to Bush. Bush powers his way for a couple of yards. Now Whitwer going deep. Heider's down there. And pass, looks like a pass interference call. I mean, Heider was roughed up pretty good down there.
Yeah, number 4, Miles McHaney, is trying to cover Buhaidar over the middle. That's not an easy task, as Buhaidar's got great speed. And Whitwer does a nice job of just getting the ball up in the air, allowing his receiver to get open by that pass.
Pass interference by the defense, number 4, excuse me.
So McHanley just committed a Youngstown State, just committed the penalty right here.
Here's a replay here. Nice touch pass here by Whitwer. Up in the air, it was clear by the amount of flags that were thrown in the direction that it was pass interference. Interesting thing I've noticed tonight, Tim, is the referees are calling out the actual number of those who are being charged with the penalty. They normally do that in college and NFL only. You don't normally see that in high school ranks.
Whitwer keeps it himself. He pulled it to the last minute from Bush, and he's not going to go nowhere or anywhere, as the proper grammar would be, but doesn't matter. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. It looked like he wanted to he pulled it away from Bush.
Yeah, that was a midline option look, which at the snap of the ball, the quarterback doesn't know whether he's going to keep it or give it, and that was a last-second decision for him to keep it. But the penetration from the Crusader defensive line was there, and there was nowhere to go.
So here we go, 2nd down and 10, ball on the Crusader 20. Heider goes in motion. Whitwer being rushed heavily. Looks out, and he's going to be tackled back there.
Looks like number 15, Donovan Johnson, on the play. Jackson does a nice job staying home, reading his keys,
Now it's 3rd down and a whole bunch. 22 yards to be exact. They're going to move Buhaidar back out to a slot spot.
The middle field is being covered by McHaney, but we'll see if Kennelly tries to run a post route inside the corner, because the safety on that side is playing about 7 yards.
Little screen to Morris. Guy makes one man miss. Now he's to the 20s, got a ways to go. Oh, he makes another man miss to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Eisenhower. Well, that's crazy legs for you.
That's a highlight reel play right there. Nice screen pass over to Morris, and boy, does he do the rest. I'd love to find out how many Crusader defenders had their hands on him before he scored. He's just a terrific player in space, and he's a little tired there. That's a
long run for a short run.
About a 21-yard reception in the books, but he ran about 80 yards sideline to sidelines. Looking like a video game out there. Great job by number 11, the senior, Jack Morris. He can do it in the run game, and he can do it in the pass game, and very versatile player. Also is the backup quarterback for a touchdown a few weeks back at the Roseville game. But the fast-striking Eagles get another touchdown before half, putting them up 28-0.
28-0. D. Aristotle with the
Let's take a look at the replay here. Screenplay set up nicely here.
That was
There's
a nice
one.
move, yeah.
There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. Does the rest. Outstanding job. And nice job by the Eagles blocking downfield.
Yeah, especially number 77, Dalton. DeWicki.
Look at the Anse Creuse student section. They brought some fans there, and they're sticking around even though their team is down 28-0 in the first half with a minute to go.
Now the Crusaders had a chance on that drive to put some points on the board. Couldn't convert on 4th down. The Eagles get it and march down the field, and it looked hopeless at 3rd and 22 at least, and the screen pass to Morris. He got a first down, and then he got a touchdown.
Watching this Eagle team, Tim, there are numerous players who certainly have a future to play on Saturdays at the college level. There's Laturco again on another special teams tackle.
Stoudemire can't catch a break there. 53 seconds left to play here in the first half. Let's see. We'll see what the Crusaders are going to do. They have 1 timeout left. See if they'll try to run it real quick and get a break and some points.
Eagles have their nickel package in, 5 defensive backs. You can see D'Aristotle, number 84, is checked in the game, and Kennelly's in the middle. They're going to try and keep everybody in front of them and stay deeper than the deepest.
Nope. They're going to get a flag, take illegal procedure. Somebody moved a little bit before the snap.
Dead ball foul, illegal procedure by the offense.
That will move them back.
That might be close to the 10th penalty that the Crusaders have had this half. That will certainly be a coaching point for Coach Kiner at the halftime to clean those penalties up.
Daniel in trouble. January was chasing him. He's going to take off, go up the sidelines out of bounds at the 29. Stop the clock with 44 seconds left. Henry Janeway in there just like he lives there. He's been the last couple of rushes.
Yeah, Eagles are only rushing 3 at this point to allow them to have more coverage back in the secondary. But J. Javante Reed and Janeway are the 2 bookends trying to keep contained.
Second down and 5. Ball's on the 29 of Lance Creuse North. And I got another illegal procedure. That's going to make it 3rd and 10. That'll move him back to the 24-yard line with 44 seconds left. Make it 2nd down and 10. There's been numerous illegal procedure penalties against the Crusaders. Daniel back to throw. Look at the outside. Oh! Missed tackle by the Eisenhower Eagles number 6, Reed Javante. Javante had him, and man,
Sure did.
Didn't wrap him up. Daniel gets out of bounds. Got a couple yards on the play to 3rd and 8. Ball's on the 26 of Lance Creuse North.
They're showing 3 wide receivers to the right.
Blake Daniel back to throw. Now you cut up the middle. Looked like he wanted to get the first down. Being chased there. Straight arms Wadkey, but will be short of the first down. Goes out of bounds at the 31.
That's a good job by the Eisenhower Eagle defense. They did exactly what they wanted. Forced a 3 and out. And frankly, I'm surprised that Daniels didn't try and get the ball down the field. He was scrambling, but didn't take a shot at all. And that's a testament to the coverage by the Eagle defensive backfield, as well as the pressure that Reed and Janeway were able to provide.
Moore is finally going to drop back. Is the league going to punt this here? Eagles coming for the block. I think they partially got it. Bounces around there. Aristotle got to get out of the way. Be down there at the 37-yard line. Morris in there. Pretend like maybe he might want to pick that up.
Let's not be surprised here, Tim, if the Eagles decide to dial up a deep pass here. They still have 16 seconds left. That's a lot of time for the Eagles to score because they can score so quickly. And I wouldn't be surprised if Coach DeGiorgio in the huddle here is talking to his boys about protecting Whitwer as he gets back for a long pass here.
Well, we'll
surprisingly, the Crusader defensive backfield is not back. Miles McHaney is way to the field.
Now they're
and let's keep an eye on Buhaidar, number 1 in the slot, to our left, offensive left. Watch him streak right down the middle of the field.
Whitwer.
And there he is.
There he is, Buhaidar. It's picked off. Woodson picks it off.
Yeah, Whitwer's going to wish you had that one back, I think. Buhaidar was open, but Whitwer would have wanted to put a little more air underneath it. As you can see, the defensive back cuts underneath. Whitwer also might have been aware of number 4, McHaney. Maybe that might have been what he was trying to do, is put it in between McHaney, number 4, and the defensive back that came underneath for the interception.
Now the Crusaders going to call timeout with 6 seconds left here in the first half. I mean, we're looking, we see one of the Eisenhower linemen down there. That's number 61 for the Eagles. He's sitting on the training table. I don't know if he's a little banged up there. That's Zach Petkoff. Yeah, he's looking ginger on that knee. That's not good. He's trying to move around there. Maybe the ankle. Might be an ankle.
He's a key anchor to the offensive line, which at the beginning of the year only had 1 returning starter, Darian Doherty, and that offensive line unit has really meshed as the year has gone along, and they truly are a great group that opens up holes and provides the protection for Whitwer as quarterback. And they're going to want Petkoff to get healthy.
Number 77, Dalton Dewicki has come in there, taking Petkoff's spot. Yeah, it's first down and long.
5 wides and bringing Watke.
Gonna let it fly down as Metz has got an interception for Eisenhower. And that's going to be the end of the first half. We're going to go down to the sidelines and have a talk with Nick Buckler. We'll get Coach Smith over there. Well, anyway, you can see on the field, you get the dance team out there with the little girls. They're going to go out there and do a nice routine for us. See them right there. So we got Nick Buckler down on the sidelines with Coach Chris Smith.
We're here with head coach Chris Smith. Your team started off a little bit sluggish on that first drive and a half, and then once you got that turnover early, you guys really never looked back. Talk about the poise that your guys have.
Yeah, I mean, you know, our guys have been, you know, we got a good team. Guys had a good practice this week, and you know, we're never nervous about anything. You know, I mean, teams are going to stop you sometimes, and you keep your game plan, you change it a little bit, and you keep going.
And with a young group of guys, obviously you guys have a lot of seniors, so you don't really have that problem. When you're riding so high, 5-0, and a lesser opponent comes in, you guys seem to have always had the ability to not play down to their level and just literally go game by game. How do your guys do that every week?
That's how we prepare. We prepare every week the same way, and I think when we get to the game, you know, our guys want to go out there and have fun in every game, whether it's a great team, a great opponent, or somebody else. It doesn't matter who it is. Our guys want to come out and have a good time on a Friday night.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Guys?
Okay, the score at halftime. The Eisenhower Eagles lead the Anse Creuse North Crusaders 28-0. We'll be back with more football after this.
15 years, and Esplendito Mexican Restaurants is still known for its great tasting, quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendito Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
Because I love sports. I've been involved in educational athletics all my life, and I like to give back to the kids and the athletes and the parents in the school.
And there was guys that were nice enough to do it and volunteer their time when I was a kid coming through school, so I'm just paying it forward.
I like the things that officiating gives to officials: confidence, decision-making abilities, be able to work in teams.
You can be a referee.
So, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first I just did basketball and I got hooked. Before long I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoyed giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
You're up. There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted, just whistle.
Touchdown, Crusaders.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ShelbyTV Sports Special. Tim Meyer along with Pat Cavanaugh. And Pat, we have some highlights of the first half. Take us through it.
Yeah, a lot of production today. Here we go. We got a pass play here out to Fantazzo's coming up for a nice tackle. Janeway's coming up here to just swarm at Daniels. He's been at it. LaChurco's right there to scoop it up. Some pass play to Ben Metz for a touchdown. Here's another one to Buhaidar. Puts them up 14-0. here. Whitworth's pump fakes, decides to take it all by himself here for the third score. Put him up 21-0, and watch Morris here for the fourth and final touchdown of the half. Nice little screen pass. I think we counted about 5 different Crusader defenders tried to bring him down, and he could not go down easy, and smells the end zone.
It's the Woodson interception. Looked like it was a sure touchdown. Just didn't throw it far enough.
Yep.
Last play of the half is an interception by Ben Metz.
Yeah.
So we're ready to go. We're going to kick off for Anse Creuse North. The Eagles. Buhaidar got open room to the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Eisenhower. Assad Buhaidar.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. There's a few players, actually more than a few, a handful of Eagles that for sure can play on Saturdays. I think Buhaidar's one of them. Number 1, great job. What an excellent way to start out the second half. He got some great blocking, saw the seam, and cut it right on up.
Is he winning? He's not going to go out there and kick the extra point. No, he is not.
Give credit to special teams coordinator, Coach Multop there. He's got to be happy with the way they came out. And excellent blocking by the Eagles to free up Buhaidar.
Out there for Eisenhower to kick the extra point is Bobby Popovsky. And he's going to get his shot because Buhaidar got to be tired. I mean, he's got to be winded. Here comes Wardwell. You're going to let Morris take that spot. Kick is up. And a kick is good. So right away, outside of the gate, the Eisenhower Eagles score on a kickoff touchdown run by Assad Buhaidar.
That puts the Eagles up 35-0, which equates to a running clock here. Only 15 seconds in to the second half.
Nick's on the sidelines. You got something for us?
Yeah, guys. Running clock, like you mentioned, now just 15 seconds into this half, and that might help out the players on both sides due to this cold temperature, at least from a personal standpoint. But as far as the game itself, you know Anse Creuse North really wants to get back into this game, and they're probably going to go back to the pass like they showed at the end of that first half with Blake Daniel, and he did a pretty good job until that last interception of being able to sling it to the open man, and they did something after contact as well, so we'll see what happens here in the early going.
I told you, Nick, wear your long underwear.
I really wanted to, and maybe next week. You guys, you got good cameras. Maybe you can, I might be able to show some leg for you. It'll be nice blue and white for you, just for you.
We certainly look forward to that.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Eisenhower now going to kick off. And the clock will start running as soon as the Eagles kick it.
Jack Morris on the sideline warming up his throwing arm. He is the backup quarterback. Next offensive series, we could see him under center.
High kick, fair catch called for. And made out there. That's number 72, Ben Agnello. The fair catch.
Some of the backups for the Eagles are coming in. Number 3, Michael Kay. Number 8, Tom Jokai is in the game. We're also seeing D'Aristotle, who plays a lot of their nickel package.
He's going to come in as a linebacker.
Also got Alexander Jarvis, who's playing outside backer, who's splitting the difference between the number 2 and number 3 receivers on the defensive right-hand side, the bottom of your screen.
Daniels back to throw. Got his man out there. It's Lockhart. Makes a move. But wrapping him up there is D'Aristotle. But it's a first down for the Crusaders as Decker and Wadkey check back in.
As does Kennelly. Let's take a look here. 3 wide receivers. He just throws it to the 3rd receiver right over the middle. Lockhart. Nice easy pitch and catch. Same look here. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen.
give us a turn. Is that Turner out there? Got that football. Oh, he made a recovery if it is. No.
Looks like it's Nate Webb.
Nate Webb, number 32.
He's also a defensive lineman for the Crusaders.
2nd down and 8 for Lance Creuse North. Rick Daniel tried going up the middle. He breaks one tackle. Being chased now by Decker. He can't get outside. And D'Aristotle and Decker team up and make the tackle. It's going to be 3rd down. A long 7 or 8. See here.
Decker continues to hustle on the defensive side of the ball. He has a terrific motor. D'Aristotle, again, the nickel back, he's coming in as a linebacker. Looks like Drake Minnie is got ice on his foot and might be done for the rest of the game. We can fully expect that.
Decker on a blitz. Daniels get rid of it and dropped by Webb. And it'll be 4th down. The Crusaders have to punt. Now that was a catchable ball. I don't know what happened there, but several drops tonight for quarterback Blake Daniel.
Certainly, it's the little things that are really hampering the Crusaders' ability to move the football. And the little things by the penalties, legal procedures, the drop passes, snaps going over the head of Daniels. It has made a difference and really hasn't allowed the Crusaders to sustain a drive either.
Punt to get it away. One of the better punts.
Almost hit LaChurco, and it may have. Couldn't tell.
Looks like they're not. Yes, it did. And it will be Crusader football in Eisenhower territory at the 34.
Yeah, not sure if the returner was yelling to LaChurco or not, but that is the job of the returner. If he is not going to catch the ball, it's his job to yell to the rest of his punt return teammates to get away. And oftentimes teams will use the verbiage poison to inform their players to get away from the ball, and that usually comes from the sidelines as well.
Daniel back to throw.
Looked like a hold there on Janeway. That was clear as night. 51, the left tackle, Jakari Hamilton, had his hands all over Janeway in an illegal way.
Dominic Srock with the catch, but it's all for naught as going to be a hold on Lance Creuse North.
And Tim, when I say clear as night, I meant night with the lights on, because that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But it was clear as night today on the field with the bright lights.
And Nick, what do you got for us?
Pat was talking about yelling poison and whatnot when the ball's in the air, if it's a short kick and could hit the return man or the player from the returning team. The Eisenhower sideline was pretty quiet on that, and no one really even noticed that the ball hit their player. And so there's a lot of confusion on the sideline, but it was clear as day. It hit LaChurco right on the leg, and the only person who really saw it was the Lance Creuse North player and the referee. So they did catch that, and it was the right call.
Pass on 1st down. Crusaders get it up.
Crusaders 50. Are showing 5 wide now.
Be 2nd down at 16 for Lance Creuse North. Daniels scrambling a little bit. He's chased by LaChurco, gets by him. Ryan Belts finally forces him out of bounds.
Janeway with a nice push from the right defensive end position. Flushed Daniels out of the pocket. Let's take a look here at Janeway. He's just pushing the pocket. Doing a great job on the offensive tackle. And Daniels feels it from his blind side and scrambles out to his right to get what he can.
Ryan Belts out there. So there we go. 3rd down and 18. Ball is on the Eisenhower 42. Daniels back to throw, looking to go up the middle. And he's going to be tackled right there. Belts is in there and belted him, as well as LaChurco.
Nice coverage over top by the defensive back. So you see Daniels here He's trying to go through his progressions. He's got nothing, and he steps up, tries to get what he can. But Belts and company up front are there for a minimal gain, and we're looking at 4th and about 15. This series, the Crusaders are sticking with 5 wides.
Well, they have to get down to the Eisenhower, inside the Eisenhower 25, so. Dominic Schrock in the backfield. Daniel's looks for Schrock and goes incomplete. And Wadke over there in the coverage. And it'll be Eisenhower Eagle football, and they'll take over at their own 40-yard line.
And the pressure by the Eagles have definitely made their presence felt, as Daniels just does not seem comfortable there in the pocket. Tries a little circle route there to Schrock, but his feet have been moving the entire game due to the pressure of the Eagles and the outstanding secondary play and coverage from that defensive unit.
Yeah, we got a whole new offensive unit. Not totally new, but Jack Morris taken in over at quarterback. Antonio Gray in the backfield. He's going to get the football, power his way forward for about 3 yards. Tackled there by number 56, Logan Simons. I got a timeout by Eisenhower. They're going to call timeout, get this, maybe get this unit a little organized. 4:52 left to play here in the third quarter. Eisenhower leads at 35-0. And you know it's difficult. You know it's good that some guys are getting to play, but you know you want to make sure you're a little organized out there.
Certainly the quarterback play of Jack Morris still allows the Eagles to be run and pass threats. A few weeks back against the Roseville Panthers, he threw a nice touchdown pass to complete a terrific game of receiver, running back, and quarterback. So don't be surprised if he tries to stretch the field and throw the ball deep.
Morris keeps it himself, and there he is, 50, 45. Down to the 40 he goes and out of bounds. Be a first down for the Eagles.
Number 39, Ben Metz. Love watching him play. He's a great blocker downfield. Let's take a look at the top of the screen. Working his way, blocking all the way down about 15, 20 yards back. Remember, Ben Metz had the first touchdown on the deep out, and he continues to do the little things of blocking.
Gray again in the backfield. Fakes the run, and Morris keeps it, gets around Webb, and he'll get out of bounds at the, they're going to mark him down at the 26-yard line. First down for Morris.
This is a designed run here. Brings the ball up like he's going to throw, makes a nice jump cut to the left to get around Webb. And even though he goes out of bounds, the clock is still running because of the 35-0 lead.
Back goes Morris to throw. Hightower was open, but he takes the short route. Kennelly's got it at the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Eisenhower.
Great concentration by Kennelly. Catches the ball twice. Fights through a possible tackler to get to the pay dirt. And a nice pass there by Morris. He had Buhaidar down the middle, but the curl route there by Kennelly, he was open, makes a great catch, excellent concentration, tucks it to the outside and scores.
Popsky on for the extra point. It's good. Now 3:25 left to play here in the third quarter. The Eisenhower Eagles lead it 42-0.
Taking the replay. We got a play fake to Gray. Nice tight spiral. Kennelly with great concentration, good stiff arm. Smells the end zone and is not going to be tackled there. Kennelly's only a junior here. Let's take a look at another angle. Great camera work here. Catches at the high point. Great hand strength there.
A little straight arm going on there by Ian Kennelly.
Kennelly, once again, only a junior, plays a key role at the safety position. And he was one of the kids that Coach Sauber, the defensive back coach, really spotlighted in the beginning of the year as a kid who is very athletic. And we know last week he had a one-handed catch against the Bulldogs. Just a terrific play, and that right there, we got a chance to see his athleticism on the other side of the ball.
Well, Rob Popowski will do the kicking off here for Eisenhower. Turner's deep, as well as Juan Lockhart. Let's see where Rob puts it. High poocher up the middle, going to bounce around. It's loose down there, and the Crusaders cover it. Boy, that was a real fretful moment there for Anse Creuse North.
Coach Moltop, the special teams coordinator, has been very strategic about where he's looked to place the ball. Past two kickoffs have been that
there's your workout
mid-range. There it is, 42.
Now they practice that, so they're good at it. I don't practice so much of that, so I'm not very good at it.
Tim, you're more of a squat guy, aren't you? Or a power clean kind of guy.
Yeah. Oh, past the sidelines, it goes incomplete, and it was intended there for number 23, Brendan Oprinsky. Goes incomplete, second out of 10. See, a little low throw maybe. Yeah, it was best that he let it drop and go incomplete. He would have lost some yardage there. Second down and 10, ball on the 27 for Anse Creuse North. Eisenhower with the lead, 42-0, and a running clock here. Oh, Daniel with a pass out to Lockhart. He slips one man, but is tackled there.
Looks like the entire defensive unit is filled with backups, which is nice to see with the 42-0 lead, giving them some good game experience here as we close in under 2 minutes in the third quarter.
Third down and 6. Ball at 31. Oh, ball gets by Daniel, picks it up. Now he's going to run it up the side and going to throw deep. And knocked down. We thought there that Mike Kay there was going to pick that off, but he batted it, swatted it like a fly here. You'll see it.
Yeah, another bad snap to the right. Daniels has got to scramble to get to it and just flings it up there. And take a look at the jumping here by Michael Kay. Nice job by number 3 to bat it away. That's good vertical there. Eagles are not putting anybody back, and that's because the Crusaders are going to go for it on 4th and 6 from their own 31-yard line.
Watch out for Miles and McHanley. Number 4. Eagles. Russian. Daniel fires too hot for Lockhart to handle. That goes in, incomplete, and Eisenhower will take over. Right there at the Crusader 31. They probably won't get a playoff.
Take a look here in the replay. It looks like Daniels could have taken it himself. A lot of room in front of him. Tom Jokai was chasing, but I'm not quite sure he would have been able to get to him. But again, that was a throw that the receiver was open, just couldn't hang on.
So that's going to be the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, the Eisenhower Eagles 42, the Anse Creuse North Crusaders nothing. We'll be back with more after this.
15 years and Esplendito Mexican Restaurants is still known for its great tasting quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendido Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
All right, welcome back here. Tim Meyer with Pat Cavanaugh. And we had a Anse Creuse North Crusader coach here getting his camera and everything. And you see him out there. They were piping the broadcast into Anse Creuse North territory. They're back home. Now what are we doing here? Somebody call timeout again? I think they did. Crusaders, their whole team is huddled over there. Oh, they must have, and they did call timeout. Going to talk about this. 42-0, 12 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. It's going to be a running clock. And what do you tell you? You know, you got to tell your team, hey, show me something.
Absolutely, Tim. And we have backups out there for the Crusaders that are coming out, and this is their opportunity. And there's still a lot of football left in this season. So Coach Kiner is going to look to see who really wants it out there and who's not going to give up. And it's easy to play when you're up and winning. It's more difficult to play when you're down 42-0. But this is a testament to the character of the Crusader
Brady
team.
Van Gilder and a quarterback. Give us to Gray. Tries a power ahead. He gets about 3 out of the 28 of Anse Creuse North. Van Gilder was in there with the second string unit last week, and their job was to keep the football and preserve that Eisenhower Eagle shutout. And that's what they'll be taxed with here. Van Gilder going to take it himself to the 20, to the 15, all the way down to the 13-yard line. Go Brady Van Gilder. Nice little run there.
Van Gilder here takes a nice path to the along to the edge, and not a real big kid, but he's got some burst in him and does a nice job there running the option to the right.
Yeah, this time they snuffed that out. Somebody didn't do something right, and allowed Anse Creuse North to come in there, and so it's going to be a loss of about 5.
Yeah, number 3, Jake Toko, he anticipates the option coming right back to his side again.
Webb makes a tackle. Second down, 15, ball on the 19 of Anse Creuse North. Fake to Greg, nice move by Van Gilder. It looked like he had a shot there, but Cole Simon was there. He stopped him for no gain. See here, looked like he made a nice move here, and then Mr. Simon cleaned him up. Called it. Almost got a yard there. Third down and 15. To Gray. Spuda trying to get around his man, and he's not going anywhere. It's going to be fourth down. Eisenhower going to send out the field goal unit? No.
Heidar's got the leg. We know last week he kicked a 38-yarder as well as a 41-yarder, and it may be worth a shot to give him an opportunity to see what he can do. Looks like they're going to go for it instead of the 40-yard field goal.
Give us to Gray. Trying to power his way ahead. Not going to get there. Fourth down. We got a flag here. I don't know what that was all about.
It's like some extracurricular going on over there.
It's Eisenhower's number 56 for the Eagles, Christophe Baran.
Dead ball foul, personal foul, offense, dead ball foul, personal foul, defense, penalties offset, first down.
Oh, okay, that was pretty clear. Little tempers flaring there.
Dive play there to Gray, and personal fouls come there at the end. Looks like number 56.
Yeah, it's Barron for Eisenhower. I don't know who it was for Lance Creuse North, but in any event, the Crusaders will take over. The clock won't start again until they run a play. Oh no, wait a minute. Now we're ready. Pass out in the flat, caught there by number 17, Monte. Got a couple of yards.
Nice job by the inside linebacker, Jokai, coming from his middle linebacker position, coming across the field, doing a nice job of making a nice tackle.
Second down, Daniel going to take off. And a nice tackle to force him out of bounds there by number 5, Ryan Chaka.
Coach Smith is really has an outstanding football team that's extremely well coached, led by defensive coordinator Coach Brzezinski. And you notice when the backups are in, the Eagle defense does not miss a beat. They're continuing to run the ball, continue to flush Daniels out of the pocket and pursue. And that's a special thing when you notice backups in there and no change of pace with the defense.
3rd and 2, Daniel's going to go deep. Almost picked off there. Couple of Eagles had a shot at it. Number 16 for Eisenhower, Rice, was back there, as well as number 26, Noah Winters. It'll be 4th down and 2. The Crusaders are going to go for it. We got just under 7 minutes left to play. Handoff there. No, I think
it's going to be close. Depends on if they give them.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dominic Schrock may have had enough. Yeah, he did. He had enough to get a first down, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, right tackle there. No.
Jokai trying to push the pile back.
Giuseppe Bracco also in on that tackle. 1st and 10, Lance Creuse North. They're on their own 34-yard line. Trying to get one up here on the Eagles.
Crusaders got the backup quarterback in at this time.
Humphrey with the tackle. Yeah.
Backup quarterback's Brendan Oprinsky. Junior, 5'10", 145 pounds.
Now what are they doing? Call timeout again? They did call timeout again. They're going to get their unit straightened out there in offense as they've replaced the quarterback. And the Eisenhower Eagles, 42 points on the board. Started out with just a nice touchdown pass to Ben Metz by Max Whitwer. Max having a nice night tonight with 3 touchdown passes and a touchdown run for Mr. Whitwer. very productive evening. Oh, here we go, 2nd down and 9. Ball on the 35-yard line. Oh, Prinsky back to throw, fires out in the flats, caught out there. And a nice tackle by the Eagles, number 18, Medizi. Third down and 8. Eisenhower, another wholesale changes.
Love to see all those defensive players there in the screen. Got 7, 8, 9 guys there in the screen pursuing to the football. This backup unit is here to play.
Prinsky back to throw. Being rushed, flushed out of the pocket. Slings it, it's caught out there. That's number 17, Thomas Monte. And he's into Eisenhower territory. The Eagle, 47-yard line.
Nice little job by Oprinsky here. Throws across his body. His shoulders were squared away.
Been watching Matthew Stafford, I think. 1st and 10. And they give there to number 7, Ryan Facette. He's manhandled there by the Eagles, number 52, Justin Krasevsky. Loss of a yard, 2nd down and 12.
Trubzewski fights the block and gets in the backfield. Nice tackle there.
Prinsky looking out in the flat, and that goes incomplete. Now make it 3rd down and 12. I can remind you folks, show up next week against Stevenson. It's homecoming. You're going to want to be there for that, as we've got a big ceremony at halftime. Special night for all you former Eisenhower Eagles. Come on back to Barney Swineherd next week and see the Eisenhower Eagles take on the Stevenson Titans for homecoming. 3rd and 12 here on the 49-yard line of Eisenhower. Prinsky back to throw, being rushed, fires over the middle. That pass was intended there for number 18, Valentic, and he will not hold on. It'll be 4th down. See here, I didn't look like it was right in his hands.
Yeah, Jokai's in good position there. Had he caught it, I think Jokai would have laid a lick on him.
Now we'll see what happens here on 4th down. Prinsky back to throw, fired over the middle again, caught out there.
Another 1st down for the Crusaders, and
Valentic caught that ball and immediately tackled.
Prinsky does a nice job of threading the needle here, getting in a nice tight window. Jokai was coming across and got it there just in enough time, and nice velocity on that pass by the junior quarterback.
McDassie in for the tackle there, number 18. Prinsky over the middle, deep, caught out there, immediately tackled by Eisenhower's Mike Kay. But it's a 1st down for the Crusaders. They're down to the Eagle 19. Prinsky. The bubble screen, that's going to go out of bounds. And we got Nick Buckler down on the sidelines for Eisenhower. Nick?
Guys, it's pretty cold down here. Quarterback Max Whitwer is he's got his long winter jacket on. He's got a knit hat with the little ball on the top, looking pretty warm. And me, on the other hand, I'm pretty cold. Tim, I'm looking up there. I see you had a blue blazer on earlier. Looks like you've shedded that. So if you want to toss it down here, I wouldn't mind to stay a little warm for this last minute 40.
I think it'd be Should go to the Salvation Army, maybe get yourself some cold weather or gear for the sideline. Prinsky's pass, side goes incomplete. Looks like Valenic down there. It'll be third down. Let's see here.
Yeah, Humpert there. Lance Humpert was in really good position.
Got about a minute left to play. And the Crusaders threatening here to break that shutout with the ball on the 19-yard line and third down. The Eagles shift their defensive line. It's thrown out there, and that goes incomplete. It's Valenic as well. Goes through his hands and get the football back. There's 50 seconds on a running clock. This will be the last-ditch effort, at least maybe not the last-ditch effort to get a touchdown, but they're going to have to come up with a first down. If they are going to continue the drive, or even a touchdown. The Eagles shifting around in that defensive line. Prinsky looking deep. Back there for the Eagles, and intercepted by Kay, and he'll down it right there, and he will secure the shutout for the Eagles. Eisenhower with victory number 6 rather. They are in the playoffs for sure now. They've clinched it. They've defeated the Anse Creuse North Crusaders 42-0. For all our folks in the ShelbyTV truck, for the nifty one down there on the sidelines, Nick Buckler. And for our camera crew, and for Pat Cavanaugh, I'd like to say thank you for joining us tonight. The final score, the Eisenhower Eagles 42, the Anse Creuse North Crusaders 0. Good night, everyone.